Today we're at South Fork Middle School, home of the Mustangs, and we're here to All right, once again, we're with the 6th grade students at South Fork Middle School, and we've been doing a little bit of work with reflections, and you guys saw how doing a horizontal fold was different than a diagonal fold, and one seemed to be a little bit more difficult, or it took a little bit longer to figure out how to make those points match up. Now, because you guys have said you've played Battleship before, this is a little something like that also. Have you worked with a coordinate plane before?
No.
I dare say you have. Maybe you just don't recognize the name. So I'll do it first, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to estimate. I'm going to look about the middle of the paper here, and I'm going to draw a line across the middle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate where the middle is going on the other direction and draw a line. So now what I want you guys to do is divide your paper up like that. Okay, so just kind of estimate where the center is. Draw a line down it, and then draw a line across. Once you've done that, do you know what you have?
The horizontal plane.
And you have a horizontal and a vertical line. You have a coordinate plane now. Okay, so when you're working with like a page like this, that's what it is. So when you have played Battleship before, you've always played in one quadrant. Everything was positive. Okay, now have you guys worked with X and Y axis before?
No.
Have you plotted points on a graph?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, big day for you. We're going to refresh you on that, okay? So the point right in the middle, do you guys remember what that point in the middle is called? It has a term for it. The origin. All right, that is 0, 0. All right, so what I want you to do is just make a mark right in the center, dot right on that, right in the center. Okay, that's point 0, 0. Now the x-axis is the one that is going horizontal across. Okay, if we start at 0 right here and we go across to 1, we go over 1 square, that's a positive 1. All right, if I go over 5 on this line, what is that?
Positive 5.
It's positive 5, okay? Now, if I go in an upward direction on the y-axis, okay? So let's say I put a point right here, okay? I've gone over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've gone up 1, 2, 3. So the point is 5, 3. Have you guys ever worked with things like that before?
I have.
Where you plot points?
Yep.
So that point is 5, 3. So you put the x-axis first, the 5, how far you went across in either direction, and then the y-axis is represented with the second number. Now let's say I went down. What would that be?
Negative.
It would be negative, all right? So here's all I want you to do right now, is I want you to, in this quadrant only, where all the numbers are positive, what I want you to do is I want you to make 3 points. So don't put them in the center of a square. Put them where the lines intersect, all right? And you can put them anywhere in this quadrant you want. Okay, so just make 3 points.
Can you do it with colored pencil?
You can do a colored pencil, regular pencil, it's up to you. Once you make your 3 points, now what I want you to do is I want you to label them. Okay, so remember we're starting at 0, 0. All right, so count across wherever your first point is. That's going to be your X number. And then count up how many lines you went, that's your Y number. So go ahead and then you plot the point, you write it like that. You put it in parentheses with a comma between them. So count across and then count up. Now, based on what we did the first 2 lessons with reflection, Do you have any idea what I want you to do now with those 3 points?
No.
No idea.
Reflection?
There you go. We have a winner. All right. So what I'd like you to do, okay? So here's mine. So you're going to take the 3 points you made, right? And I want you to put them on the other quadrant in exactly the same spot, but watch how you label it now, because it's no longer 5, 3, it's negative 5, 3. And the 6th grade students at South Fork Middle School working on reflection and symmetry once again, this time with an X and the Y axis, plotting points.